So like if you all know, when you make a sale on Etsy, you get the little cash register notification. So I'm walking through Michael's and it was like cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. I was like, Lord, I got a business. Okay, thank you so much for joining. Welcome. Come on in. My name is Christy. I am Curly Hair Crisis, and I have so much to say. I just want to make sure that I get it all in, because y'all know I could be long-winded and you'd be like, girl, fast forward, get to the point. Really quickly, I just want to say that, yes, I did have a hair crisis, and yes, God turned that crisis into a calling. I want to share the rise of my wonderful experience being an entrepreneur, having a business. So if you're interested in that, if you know someone who needs a little bit of business inspiration, baby, I got it for them. I also want to share some of the things I've learned along the way about this good hair. This is a blow dry twist out. You see, I still have a little twist here, but this part just said, nope, we're not doing it. We're going to fall all the way out. But I do want to share some things that I've learned along the way, along my 4 years in business. I would love to share that. And of course, finally, y'all, I'm finally going to be in person. I can't wait to meet some of my subbies. I just want to get, the DMV excited about really learning how to deal with our tresses and meeting some of you in person so I can learn what I can do better to help you. So that being said, oh my gosh, let's start from the beginning. Where's the bloop, 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 bloop? So, y'all, I didn't just go into this thing like, oh, I'm going to have a hair business. I mean, I love hair products. None of that. Y'all know, and if you don't know, there's videos. You got to watch it. So I started my hair journey with a literal crisis. I accidentally used a product I had no business using because I have low porosity hair, and I experienced a extreme case of protein overload. I damaged my hair. It was stuck in some locks after I washed it for about 30 plus days. I tried 30 days to untangle my hair. It wasn't happening. And my best girls were telling me to share it on YouTube because, that's just a space to go where you're going to find out if you made a mistake, somebody else did too, and for you not to do it and how to fix it. So I didn't want anyone else to experience what I did. So I said, all right, let me go ahead and share this hair thing and share what I know about hair so that people can have these beautiful tresses and not have to go through the craziness that I did go through. And someone in the comments asked, well, how'd your hair get like that before? What was your routine? I was like, baby, you ain't saying no more word. Now this I can talk about. I can tell you how my hair grew because I was using a supplement to clear up my face because my acne was bad. So I was using that supplement to clear up my face, and I just noticed that I was having to pluck my eyebrows a little bit more than normal. I had to shave my legs and under my arms just more regularly. Like, I was like, wow, my hair is really growing. And then, of course, the hair on top of my head was also growing. So I said, wait a minute. But that was secondary. I was caring about my skin. One of the benefits of using organic fenugreek is that it does stimulate hair growth on your body. So I was pretty excited about that. And there are other benefits of that. So I shared it. I shared it on my channel, and that was the beginning of a business because I put little affiliate links for people to drink the fenugreek tea, to order it from Amazon. And you all said, well, that tastes disgusting. It tastes like health. Health has like a cardboard lemon taste. I said, okay, well, I could fix that. So I started a little Etsy shop. Etsy, where you could just create things and sell them. And, I was going to package up lemon flavored fenugreek powder because that was my thing. Because, I sprout my powder, and I was like, you got to be sprouted. Like, you're not going to get the nutrients unless it's sprouted. So I started the Etsy shop. I shared it on YouTube. Baby, when I was in Michael's, going to get the little baggies that you put it in to make your little Etsy products cute. And that darn cash register notification on Etsy, every time you have a sale, it will send off a notification to let you know, and it'll say, cha-ching. Boy, by the time I was in Michael's and it was like, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. I was like, I was so excited. By the time I got home, I had like 300 plus orders, and my friend was like, I don't know why you're so excited, because you can't feel these orders. She was like, you got a couple of little seeds in your hands. You are not, like, this is not a manufacturing situation. What is wrong with you? So she talked some sense into me, because I am very optimistic, very pie in the sky. So she brought me back down, bust all my bubbles. I had to pause my Etsy shop. I had to refund those or let them know that they would have to wait 6 weeks to get their order. And then I moved on to Shopify, because I was bona fide. God said, you got a business. I was like, yeah. I was so excited. I was like, I never thought, like, this is a thing. And I worked hard. I worked the way that my sister said that nobody needs to be working. Like, you go to your day job and then you come home and you work. You edit videos, you share, you package orders, you order inventory, you talk to the little small farms that we work with in India and Africa. You're in business meetings. You're meeting with a tax person. Like, it was all the things. I was doing all the things. All the things. And it was amazing, because year two, baby. Year two, we hit that. We hit them 6 figures. Year two, woo! I had never seen that many zeros in a bank account before. Now, I had my job and I was paying my bills, but I had never seen. A matter of fact, because I had never seen money like that and I didn't know what to do with money like that, I was a little nervous. Like, I would not touch the money. I just would be like, there's money in that account. And that was it. My excitement of what can I do with this money? We started a scholarship. I was excited about that, because I was like, ooh, the profits from the products can go to STEM scholarships for, individuals who are really interested in going into the sciences, where they can research and make more natural products. I was so excited that I went out and I did invest in manufacturing equipment. Baby, that's a whole thing. That's so much debt. But it didn't matter, because I saw all those zeros and I just thought I was L'Oreal. Because I was like, we gonna take over the world with fenugreek. Like, I was so excited. And then, we were on track to grow. Like, people were interested in investing in curly hair crisis. And then I would say, going into year 3, I had gotten several promotions at my job, because I still at my day job. Because my curly hair crisis business was not making the money to sustain my bills. Like, the money that Curly Hair Crisis made, I put that money back in the business. I wanted to expand and grow. I was not, what we're not going to do is touch that money. We're not touching that money. So fast forward, year 3, I was tired. I started out loving it and being excited about it. And then I guess that's what they call burnout. My flame, I wasn't even on fumes anymore. I couldn't get ignited. I was pretty much done, because I would go to work 8 hours and then I would come home and then I would work on my business another 10 hours and then I would sleep. I was drinking so much caffeine at the time. I felt like I was aging. I was having to use more concealer under the eyes because I was so tired. I was everything. I was everything in my business. I was the packer. I was the picker. I was the boss. I was the worker. I was the orderer. I was the inventory counter. I was the editor of the videos. I was the marketer. I was the go out and find people to interview. Like, I was the tax person. I wasn't even qualified. I went to school for biology. I did not go to school for accounting. I was trying. It was very difficult, and I got tired. I got burnt out. I had an amazing opportunity to interview an anthropologist from California. I set it up, and I just was so into my day job, and I missed that appointment with her. First of all, she didn't have to make an appointment with me, and I really wanted to talk to her because she was going to share her thoughts on our skin and our hair and the differences in study based on where you live from the sun, the history. It was so good, and I missed that appointment. I tried to contact her, and she was just like, "Nah, we're good." And I'm not upset at that because let me tell you something. When people invite you somewhere, they give you an opportunity, you need to seize it because they're giving you their time. And I felt I didn't use my time wisely. I missed the appointment, and I didn't get that second chance. That was the beginning of me really spiraling down to, gosh, I need a break. Oh, on top of that too, I had family things going on. I was in the middle of getting a house. It was just so much. Mindful. Yeah, like I said, I had gotten a promotion in my job. I had more responsibility at work. I was trying to date. Had me a little boo thing. I burnt out, and I took a week off from posting because you need to continually post so people will see you and remember you, because it's so easy to forget. You be scrolling, and I couldn't answer any more emails. I was just tired. I was tired. I was done. I was like, God, now you blessed me with this thing, but I am now officially struggling. And I struggled for a year, the entire year and a half. That third year and a half, I was really struggling. I was trying to hold on. I was making little short videos because they're easier to make to me because, I like to edit. I have recorded things and never put them out because I want to be perfect. I want to be great. But now I don't care. I do care, but that level of perfection is no longer there. If I misspeak, if I'm talking in circles, if I know if you're supposed to get this message, you'll get it. It's okay. And God's working with me. That's all I know. So I hit that wall, and I will tell you, I was still surviving because we were doing in business about 100 orders per day. That's amazing. Amazing. And then when I stopped posting and started wavering away and people not being able to hear about me, because you can have the best product or the best service, people just have to be able to find you. They need to know who you are. And social media and videos and things and talking is the best way for people to know who you are. If you're doing it on the low, now you can run ads. I've never ran ads. I'm trying to start now, but that's a whole nother thing. So once I stopped posting and kind of wavered away and people forgot about me and went on to the next, I still was getting maybe 20 orders a day because people subscribe. Like they have subscriptions for products. Let me tell you that those capsules, that sprouted fenugreek capsules, people be emailing like, excuse me, I want to make sure that my subscription is coming on time because it works and people have been using it and they have been claiming other health things. Like there's this lady, I love her. I love her. You need to see her channel. She is finally just starting to post. She lives all over the world. She was like, I'm leaving the corporate world and I'm going to go travel. And she turned that into her job. She saved her shmoney, left her house, and she's in Thailand. She's doing all these amazing things. I don't get the opportunity to travel as much. So I watch her, but baby, you better believe she gets her subscription. You better believe. And I didn't even know. She told me. I didn't even know. Yeah, I don't be checking my DMs. I need to do better for that too. So I fell off of all that. But this is life with Retta. Hey girl, hey. I know you got the products, but I just wanted to say, I burned out. I fell flat. Also, I think it was pretty tough because this July, I lost my dad. And I think, no, that was a low. I lost my dad. He had a pulmonary embolism. And you go so fast, like you go so fast. It is a clot. It starts in a deep vein thrombosis, so it starts very low in the legs and it travels up. And it was a blockage in it, in his lungs, and he just wasn't able to breathe. And then he just went on to heaven. And that was a hard thing because I wanted my daddy. I wanted my dad to walk me down the aisle when I get married. I wanted my dad to, I don't have children. I would love for him to see my kids. I want twin boys, God. Just putting in my order right now, I'll let you know. But that was tough. So grief has a way of doing things to you, for you, through you. So after my dad passed, I took another break. Like I was just like, I was stuck because I was having health issues again, with fibroids, and I had my little bag. Before you tell me, subby, because girl, you have been telling me to post a video about my fibroids. I got my bag. I got my show and tell. I'm going to record it right after this one to post it, of all the things that I had to go through with removing 52 fibroids. So now you have to remember, like I told you at the beginning, I didn't go in like, oh, I'm going to share my story about my hair and have a business. No. I didn't go in with it like that. It would have been totally different. I had no strategy. I was just talking. But he blessed me. He took something that really was, I was so destroyed by losing all my hair. But he took that and he gave me a YouTube audience. So I did feel blessed. I was like, wow, this is not something I wanted to do. God gave me this. And even though I fell flat, and after our first 6-figure year, we didn't have another one. The next year was half that. And it was my fault, because I was everything in the business. Everything. I was everything. And you can't be. You can't be everything in the business. So this is what I didn't understand about business at the time. And if you're running a business, this is what I hope that you take from this. If you want a successful business that you're able to scale and allow it to support your lifestyle, allow it to serve other people, grow it to the point where you have a little bit more freedom, and your 9 to 5, you could quit your job, you need a team, or you need to pay for help. I did everything, and that was my downfall. Like, that's not sustainable. It was a difficult time. The other parts of business, tax strategies, Uncle Sam hit me so hard. I had not set up my business in a way that I could have all of these write-offs. I didn't know anything about a Duns and Bradstreet getting a number. I didn't know. Like, who was going to tell me? I tried to read a few books or whatever. I did not know. I didn't even know how to properly run my YouTube channel, because YouTube sends you emails. You can go to YouTube University or their Learning Academy. I didn't do that. Like, I was busy. I didn't have the space to grow. Now, I did the scholarship, but I didn't know other things come in place when you start giving away money. Like, I did not. I tried to register with the FDA, if you want to grow and get your products, before Target was canceled. In Target, for the, Black History Month thing, you have to have the FDA sign off on a few things. And I'm trying to fill that out. I'm trying to use ChatGPT. Like, I was doing everything. And I fell flat on my face. You just can't. Just don't do that. Don't set yourself up for failure. Now, if you have a smaller business and you're great and you could build, that's another thing. I didn't have system. I didn't have not one system in place, not one standard operating procedure. Even if I wanted to invite someone into this business that I created, someone would come in, but they wouldn't know what to do and how to do it. I don't know. I was just doing stuff my way. I didn't package it in a way to bring other people in so that they could do it. So I didn't have to be there at all times. So I'm restructuring now. Now I'm restructuring. So by the grace of God, my business is still here, and it is year 4. We didn't make the 6-figure threshold again, but that's okay, because I believe it's a journey. And for some reason, I don't know what it is, but the calling for me is service to other people and to help them. So I'm like, God, so I gotta make all these mistakes and fail at all this stuff just so I can share with other people. And he was like, well, you like to teach? I do. Now, I do like to teach. I ain't even gonna lie. I like to put together a little lesson plan. I like to help people in that way. I like educating people. I like teaching people so much stuff where one lady was like, Christy, if you tell me one more thing, my brain is going to explode and then I'm going to feel overwhelmed. Don't give to people too much. So there's a teaching skill called chunking. So you give people little nuggets that they can digest, they can process, and then you move on. But not me. Baby, I'm going to give you 3 hours. And then you go run with it. So I love that. So my last thing would just be to pray and to walk in your purpose, because I think God would have shut me down quite a while ago if I was not supposed to be in this space. Because I always pray that he keeps me in the right space. Actually, my bestie, she says that she always prays for not God's permissive will, for what he'll permit you to do, but his perfect will, what he has ordained for you. So for some reason, he got me in this hair space, and I'm gonna ride it out. So that, what I learned from that. Also, for those of you who remember me from all my hair videos, yes, I am reaching out to other people to talk to them. I love talking to people that are experts with hair and skin, so we can learn more. Remember, and I'm going to summarize, and I hope you're doing this because I haven't seen you in a while. Number 1, the pillar of health, baby, is sleep. The pillar of health. Go to bed. Stop scrolling. You're staying hydrated. You got to drink water. You have to drink water. And remember, you got to get some water on the scalp. Don't leave those braids in. What was the guy? His video went viral. He washed his braids with the stocking cap on to keep them intact. Put some water on your scalp and drink your water. Also, check your vitamin D levels. Check your vitamin D. I take Solgar vitamin D, the citrus one. I'm going to put the link from Amazon. Although y'all know Amazon's been on fire for a while because they are having a hard time policing the counterfeit versus the items that aren't counterfeit. So I don't know. I do go to a vitamin shop, but I'll put the link if you can't get it. But I use Solgar vitamin D all the time. Don't forget, outside of washing and vitamin D, that you should really see a healthy hair advocate like Pamela Farrow, or go see a trichologist if you are experiencing any type of alopecia, that is hair loss. If you're dealing with other diseases, it'd be fantastic to go see a trichologist because they will be able to, read your blood panels, just really look at you holistically. They will ask you how much rest you're getting. They will ask you about your stress. They will ask you what you're eating. I think that's very important because your hair and your skin will tell on you. It will. It will tell you if you have a hormonal imbalance. It will tell you if, your liver isn't optimal. It will. So see a trichologist before you try to self-medicate. And then, of course, now you know what to use for your scalp and your hair. And then for those of you who are not experiencing hair loss, but you just want longer, fuller, juicier, hair, well, there are herbs, there are spices where you can use these like fenugreek and rosemary to stimulate hair growth. You really can. So I want you to remember that, and I hope that you're doing that. And finally, I just want to end of where I am now with the business. To pick it back up so I can be back on here talking about all these scholarships and all these things that I'm doing, because I'm taking the money, putting it back in there, because the goal is, and I truly, truly believe in it, the goal is to set the standard for for the world on organic and all natural products for health and beauty. And there has to be a way that we could use just foods, plants, herbs, roots for our health rather than running to create something in a lab. No disrespect to things created in the lab. It's just the side effects that aren't as exciting and some of the toxic materials that go in our bodies along with those things. So I really want to do that. I want to help as many people as I can. I want to do whatever God has for me. While I'm here, I want to serve as many people as I possibly can. And if I'm going to be serving in a health and beauty space, well, baby, bring it on, because I'm ready to do that. So I would love for you to come to my channel and meet all of these amazing people who are going to tell you these fantastic things about your skin and your hair, if you're about that, especially if you love natural things and you discover these curls. I'll tell you, if you have curly hair, like I still got some of my twisted hair, because as you can see, it just fell flat. The twist came out, but I don't have any gel in it. But if you have curly hair, it is something special to learn how to really care for your curly hair. It really is. So I cannot wait to be in that space where I bring so many people here for you to learn more about your hair and your skin. I'm all about that. So that's what you can look for next. And the thing that I'm most excited about, is I'm finally going to see y'all in person. I told you I would tell you at the end. So in August, please go down into the description of this video. Click on the link, because I'm going to be sending you an email to let you know the venue, well, the date, the time, and the location. I am going to be in person. It is going to be an amazing Love Your Hair experience. Pamela Farrell will be on deck. She will be there talking all about the Circle Hair Care system. She will be talking all about hair mapping, like the little different areas of your hair, how to grow your hair, what your curl type tells you. You're talking about 50 plus years is there. I am so excited. I want to host a lot of these things, but again, I have my besties and they're always grounding me. So they was like, girl, before you reach out and be at the MGM spending $50,000 for these women to come to learn about hair, she was like, girl, I'm gonna need you to start small. I was like, why not? She's like, I'm gonna need you to start small. Have a intimate group, a limited amount of people, see how it goes, and then you can grow, because y'all, I am so excited. Now, if I had my way, like I said, I love education, I love teaching, I love talking. We'd be there all day, but that's not going to happen. Because I respect your time, and I'm so excited that this will be the first one. And it's limited seats. So if you are very interested, you are in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area, that is Virginia, Maryland, and DC, I invite you, please go ahead down to the description, go ahead and put your email, and just thank you so much for hanging in there, because I promise you, God doesn't make mistakes. And I think that he has a purpose for all of our lives, like all of us. And if you just lean on him, if you just lean in, I promise he's going to show you. You just continue to ask him, okay, what do you want to do? You talk to him daily. If you want to be in the health and beauty space, do that. If you want to serve people, do that. Oh, because I do want to say, I did tell God over and over again, I want to serve people. I want to promote people. I want to share people's business with others. Baby girl, the baby who sent me her book, matter of fact, I bought it off of Amazon, and she makes like coloring books for finances. Another young lady sent me her daily prayer workbook. I thank you so much. I just burnt out and I couldn't do what I need to do, but I owe you, and I owe you, and I owe you, and you weigh on my heart. So when I get to the space where I can constantly promote people, because if the Lord uses me to build up a platform of people, you better believe that I'm going to introduce them to what you're doing, because it's not easy. Entrepreneurship is not easy. So I pray for that as well. So as I grow, I hope we all grow. I'm just very excited about the possibilities of where I could be going. Whoop, 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 whoop. So I just thank you. I thank you for sticking with me. I thank you for watching the journey and the evolution of Curly Hair Crisis. Again, my name is Christy, and God took my crisis and turned it into a calling. I am so excited that you're here with me, and I'll keep you posted. If you are interested on the business side, just hit me up, and we'll do a little something with that, because I would love to share the back end, because running a business ain't no job. Like, it is crazy. But you guys, thank you so much for rocking with me, and I hope to see you next week.